Today we are taking a drive on Bridge Road, Glebe, because the New South Wales Minister for Active Transport, Rob Stokes, has announced a decision to make the 2.2 kilometre temporary cycleway permanent. This cycleway is one of the most dangerous in Australia. It should be pulled down, not made permanent. If it is not pulled down, it is only a matter of time before a cyclist is killed. As you will see, maintaining the cycleway has not been a priority for transport officials, and it has become derelict in many places. Since this temporary cycleway opened, tragically a number of cyclists have been injured in collisions. Some cyclists had to be hospitalised, including a 12-year-old child. Serious unresolved questions about the safety of this cycleway continue, despite the announcement to make it permanent. This is because the government has avoided conducting proper safety investigations for the operation of the cycleway. Data released by Transport for New South Wales indicates fewer than 400 trips most days and a marked lack of use outside of peak hours. Cyclists say safety concerns are the main reason for this low number of trips. Bridge Road is a very narrow main arterial road carrying more than 20,000 vehicles every day between the Harbour Bridge and Parramatta Road. Cyclists and safety experts are critical it cannot be made a continuous cycleway, and there are safety risks for cyclists merging into traffic at intersections and multiple pinch points. Construction of the cycleway started in July 2020. Shortly after, residents received a postcard in their letterbox telling them all previously available parking would be removed on Bridge Road. After enduring weeks of late-night construction, residents and local cyclists became so alarmed at the obvious safety issues they commissioned and crowdfunded an independent road safety audit on the cycleway. The report of this road safety audit, conducted by Zoran Bakovic, one of the most experienced road safety experts in Australia, detailed 24 intolerable risks of death or serious injury on the cycleway. The shocking findings of this safety audit were widely reported in the national media. Residents say it was only after this media interest that Transport for New South Wales engaged a safety auditor to advise the risks on the cycleway. It is a requirement that road safety audits are conducted both at design stage and pre-opening for every cycleway in New South Wales. There is strong evidence that no design stage safety audit was ever conducted on the Bridge Road cycleway. This is despite statements to the contrary in correspondence to residents from Lord Mayor Clover Moore, former Parliamentary Secretary for Transport and Roads Eleni Patinos, and Transport for New South Wales officials. In October 2020, the Minister for Transport, Andrew Constance, visited the Bridge Road cycleway with 2GB presenter Ben Fordham to meet residents and view the cycleway in operation for himself. The Minister remarked during the meeting with residents that Bridge Road is not the right location for a cycleway. He also agreed to release the report of the road safety audit conducted in September 2020 for Transport for New South Wales. Residents and cyclists were shocked to read the report. The auditor disclosed he was required to exclude from the road safety audit parts of the cycleway and some safety issues because of instructions he received from the transport project team that they already knew about them. The safety issues excluded from the audit were the intermittent arrangement of the cycleways, the start of the scheme near Lyons Road, and the impact of the eastbound bus stop near Alexandra Drive. This cycleway was installed nearly 2 years ago as a temporary response to reduce the use of public transport during the COVID pandemic. Since it opened, residents, including cyclists, have waged a determined campaign to have the cycleway removed from Bridge Road, predominantly because it is so dangerous. This cycleway has also negatively impacted thousands of residents on Bridge Road and in nearby cross streets. Private and delivery vehicles, removalists, Ubers, cabs and community transport are not permitted to stop anywhere along the cycleway route. The removal of more than 80 car parking spots and a clearway has affected access to homes, businesses, a local school, churches and childcare centres. Most properties on Bridge Road don't have rear lane access. Removal of all parking has made deliveries, access for tradies and visitor access very difficult and in some cases impossible. And in an area with a significant elderly and vulnerable population, their quality of life was destroyed when disabled parking spots were relocated off Bridge Road to unsafe and inconvenient locations. The battle to remove this cycleway is not over. In an interview with Ben Fordham nearly 6 months after his trip to inspect the cycleway with residents, then Transport Minister Andrew Constance commented that the Bridge Road cycleway was dangerous. He also said in the interview that he didn't see a single cyclist using the cycleway during his more than 30-minute visit, but he did see cyclists riding on the footpath and in traffic. You will have noticed no cyclists using the cycleway during this video filmed around 3:30 p.m. today. There has been no legitimate community consultation prior to Rob Stokes' announcement it is to be made permanent. All documents relating to this decision will be obtained by the residents. Any new cycleway design will need to be exhibited and the design stage safety audit for it released to the public. There can be no more cover-ups. This is obviously a flawed decision by Rob Stokes, the Minister for Active Transport, based on ideological bias and a reckless disregard for road safety.